Everybody, welcome back to some more of the Guild 2 Renaissance with your host, as always, Mah-Dry-Bread. Just me and the chat today. Don't have any co-commentators on me right now. We're starting where we left off, same save file with the rogue and everything. I just want to point out, let me just dramatically bring this closer. I was talking to Nordic Games the other day. I'm such a name dropper. They're the guys who didn't make this game, but they're in charge of making the Guild 3, and because they picked up the rights to it, they're also the guys who started patching Guild 2, like, last year. That did the patches, like, 5-6 years after the game came out. So I hit them up on Facebook the other day, and I was like, hey, I'm doing these streams of your game, like, I'm, like, the top result of your game on YouTube or something, like, people are always finding my tutorials on it. Do you want to, like, promote my stream or anything? Like, would you be into that? And they're like, yeah, absolutely, thanks for reaching out, just, like, tweet us and stuff when it happens, and we'll tweet it out and put it on our Facebook. So I tweeted it out and everything an hour ahead, and then when I was going live and all that stuff, I don't think that the guy is actually at the Twitter and the Facebook to make the posts. I think they kind of dropped the ball on that one. Thanks, Nordic Games. But snark aside, genuinely thank you, Nordic Games, for patching this awesome old game, even if it needs way more patching still. Let's start the stream by telling you some interesting fun fact about the game that I just recently realized, just coincidentally. So we have all these, smuggler cells. Okay. Anytime you go into one of your pubs that you own, you can smuggle alcohol. That is an ability you can buy right here, smuggling alcohol. So, when you smuggle alcohol, you get 10 of that kind of alcohol to sell in the sales stock. However, and this is something the game does not tell you, you can actually get more than 10. In fact, how much you get is directly in relation to the arcane knowledge of the owner of the bar. In fact, for every 1 point of arcane knowledge they have, you get 10, and the price for buying it does not go up. Which means, if you have 1 arcane knowledge, you'll smuggle 10 grog. If you have 10 arcane knowledge, you smuggle 100 grog for the same price and make a ridiculous profit off that. That is something I just found out recently, just by trial and error. There are a lot of things this game does not teach you. Also, see you later, Brandon. And for people on YouTube, you'll see there's a new thing under the game screen. The usual thing that says, have a nice day, is blank now. And we have a new style of alert when people follow, subscribe, and donate. Let me know what you think of this new one. I mostly gave this a chance because it turns out it's this gets updated still where my other thing doesn't. And I would have emulated what I did on the old one, but you can't emulate it in this new one. So this is the closest I can get. I think it looks nice, but I don't know. That's up for debate.
Let it be so.
Alright, so what job was she working in? Alright, she's just at home right now. So I'm gonna have to get reacquainted with what's going on. She's a scholar. We should actually get her a business at some point, just so she can do that in the background. I mean, someone in the chat was asking earlier if there was gonna be any scholar gameplay, because that's what they're into. So that'd be a good opportunity. Get a little bit more rhetoric. And we have our amazing charisma, rhetoric, and constitution on our main character here, because again, working in a bar gives you absolutely absurd amount of experience. And something I forgot to do last time, which is actually a really big money maker, I'm gonna surf around and make you all vomit here, is Vagabond camps. I completely forgot how broken these things are. If you get a Vagabond camp between every single city that you can fit one, you've pretty much broken the game. You can easily make 30,000 to 50,000 gold every single day entirely off automated Vagabond camps, where they just automatically have all the people working there run around and beg. And if you manually control it and have them all run around and do fortune-telling, you make, or not fortune-telling, a crystal ball, I think is what it calls it, like having visions with a crystal ball. You will get so ridiculously wealthy without even trying. So why I was saying that the unique position the rogue is in is that they, if they build themselves right, can be so incredibly hands-off. So I'm going to go ahead and filter out competitors, because that will be guild notifications, because I don't really have any interest in participating in those at the moment. What we're going to do is go to one step below fast forward whenever that does it. There we go, very fast, because on a map with multiple cities like this, fast forward doesn't work well because the game engine is old and janky. So we just have him running around and dancing all the time.
A new building has been finished.
Alright, new building finished. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this Vagabond camp thing. First of all, do the upgrades that make begging better, and the ones that make it so you can have more employees. Gonna go ahead and hire a bunch. Gonna go ahead and get burglary protection. And we want to, before we start doing more things, we want to go manage building, AI, and just make it so production is automated. Not buying and selling vehicles, employees can be automated, investments no. And automatically the employees will know to run around and, is that my person? Yes, okay, they'll know to do something soon. There we go, they're all doing things now. They're gonna start begging. It won't take long for them to go into cities and start begging for money. And they will make much more than their wage worth of money. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, how much they make. So let me just double check here. What's the cost of Vagabond Camp? Way too low for the amount of money you make. Okay. So let's get more Vagabond camps. Let's, I know this may make you vomit the way I surf around the map like this. I do apologize. Nope, yes, no, let's... There. I try not to get too close to the path, because I don't want to fuck up the pathfinding of everything going by, which this game is prone to do. However, I believe their most recent patch has pretty much mostly fixed that. Are there any rogue trees that are not broken money printers? Yeah, if you actually go hands-on and you're individually going around staging heists and robbing buildings, kidnapping people, waylaying roads, you can do some really interesting stuff. But the whole point of this specific playthrough that I wanted to do is show how you can actually set up an almost completely hands-off crime syndicate that is insanely powerful. It doesn't have the raw money-making potential of a really good craftsman, but it's damn close. If you're real good at it, you can do some crazy stuff with a craftsman. If you get a monopoly where you just own all the cities, you have lots of goldsmiths and places like that, you can make some insane money. It's probably the fastest money maker in the game as a high-level craftsman. But nothing beats the rogue for experience gain, and nothing beats the rogue for hands-off money-making. The most stable and fastest way to get experience in the entire game is simply to get one of your heroes to serve guests in your bar, non-stop. The amount of experience they get is absolutely ridiculous. By the time they die of age, unless you have it on 4 years per turn, you can max out every stat. Easily. You'll be in your 60s or 70s and you'll have every stat maxed out, and if you got like some constitutional miracle stat points and everything, then chances are you can live until you're like 110 without even taking the ability to add an extra 20 years. It's insane. Saber Saint was the one who is talking there in the chat who wanted to know more about Scholar gameplay. Huh? So because we're making this absurd amount of money, we can actually afford to get our wife to own her own church. So I can show you some Scholar stuff on the side. I actually did recently make a Scholar tutorial video, restarting that whole tutorial series. I don't know exactly when that's going to go out. I think it's ready. But just know that it's made. I just need to find a good time to upload. Also, thank you for the $3.50 donation, Jenny, who also wrote, just to show off the new donation thing. I don't know if it's set right now to show what you say on screen. I actually don't know. Let me know, chat. Yeah, I've played Banished on the stream before. That was a lot of fun. I want to get back to it at some point, because that game was really good.
Humanum est.
Okay, so we're set out of Bergen right now, but if I'm going to own a church, I obviously want to own it in Hamburg. It's the biggest city here. Hey, this is Danzig, isn't it? Don't tell me the game froze. I'm gonna give it a second. Don't tell me the game froze. Oh, it's good. It just took a second. I want to go to Hamburg. I want the building for sale list. Do they have any churches for sale? Whoop. They do not.
And now what?
They'll probably have room for it down here, though. Yeah, they've always got a good amount of room here. All right, well, I'm gonna have her start running down here. And what religion is she? She's Protestant. My dude's Catholic. Well, I'll switch her to Catholic. Actually, what's the religious breakdown of this city? If you right-click on the market of the city, it'll tell you the religious breakdown. It says more Protestant than Catholic, but not by much. And what's the religion of the other church? That's a Catholic cathedral, and that's a Protestant. Okay. Okay, so they already have some of each. So it doesn't really matter too much what I get. So I'm going to go Catholic. She'll automatically change her religion. To whatever the most recent church she made was. So I'm going to go Catholic. Can't own more than 7 workshops on the current title. Okay. How much is it for the next title?
So, you would like to acquire a new...
I can get that. That won't take too long. And how are our robber places doing? One of them lost some dudes. But that's fine. We can get them back. We'll just wait till we get a little bit more money. And we're actually going to spend some of the points on arcane knowledge, so I can show this off. I'm going to smuggle some grog, and now we have 20 instead of 10. We're going to start making a lot of money off that. It's not crazy big amount of money long term, but it's nice. Oh, thanks for the donation, Dingbat Desmond, who says, "Hey Mah-Dry-Bread, I love your videos and your streams. You're my favorite you are my favorite YouTuber and streamer. I wish you," and then it scrolled off screen, which tells me I need to make that window bigger. I'm gonna have to check that on break or something, sorry. You can just type in the chat what the rest of the message was if you want. Already 10 of those just sold. That's pretty good. And she's just running across the ocean. Cool. Lander attack? Usually that sound means you're under attack, but... Oh! Yeah, these vagabonds are getting beaten up in the streets. Probably by my rivals.
I'm listening.
By the Blue family are attacking them.
What's
Wait,
up?
is that the Blue family attacking them? No, it's... I don't know. I don't know who they're fighting with. I think it's the Blue people? No? Yes? It's really hard to tell. Did my Vagabonds win? Yeah, we didn't lose a single Vagabond there. That's a good fight. Yeah, someone doesn't like us encroaching on their territory in this town.
I'm armed. Child's play.
So one thing that helps us sell these drinks so fast is that we have
You
our main
are
character
an
dancing.
assessor in court.
Oh, I'm an assessor in court? Yeah, okay. I basically got called to jury duty. We're pretty far into the day, so I'm gonna wait until the next day to actually,
For fame and honor.
I'm gonna wait for the next day to
Good plan.
blank on what I was saying. I'm gonna wait for the next day to actually build the cathedral, because once it's built, it's gonna have employees, and if you get employees at the very end of the day, you have to pay their wages when otherwise you wouldn't have to right away. So that's annoying. Just donated because MDB didn't look. It was 5 USD. Yeah, it's 5 USD. Sorry, I mustn't have said. No need to railroad on your account. No, it's a good opportunity. I'll show off the church stuff. It's fun anyway. Wish the best of luck finding a home and fixing your current living situation. I hope I can. Believe me, if I could, I'd be streaming almost every day for you guys. When I get a chance to get things together, if I get a chance to get things together, then I'd like to make streaming a bigger part of my job than it used to be. Because I always enjoy streaming, it's just YouTube was always more of the focus, and YouTube will probably always be the focus, just because it's where I make my money, the majority of it anyway. But actually, the majority of it comes from Patreon, not from YouTube. But I don't know. It's kind of where I started and kind of where I want to stay. I just want Hitbox to be a big part of that. Because the staff have always treated me well. The website is great. I love streaming. It's fun.
Cogito
So, yeah.
ergo sum.
All right, we can actually afford to just do a... Right, we need to do the title. That's it. I'm stupid. I could have done that before.
I'm certain now you will be
So,
notified as
a
soon
worse
as
way
the
to get
matter has
experience,
been
but a better way to get money, is to go out begging. If you own a Vagabond's camp, you can do that. You get insane money off of it compared to serving guests. However, the experience you get is far, far, far less. You do get experience, but it is very slow.
Congratulations.
So we are now a free
Council
citizen,
in all its wisdom.
which is rank 4. No, rank 5. Right, because rank 4 is citizen. Rank 1 is serf. No, rank 1 is serf, 2 is yeoman, 3 is citizen without full rights, 4 is citizen with full rights, 5 is free citizen. Next, I believe, is nobleman. Maybe nobleman? Maybe nobleman. It's the last... Next rank is the last rank where you don't need any imperial fame. To get imperial fame, you either need to participate in a war or be in the imperial level of the political process. I'm stumbling over my words. So either be the mayor...
In court.
Oh, yeah. Either be the mayor of a city...
Where is the enemy?
Either be the mayor of a city, or... why am I blanking on this so hard? Either be the mayor of a city, or... a high rank in general in the Imperial City, which is Hamburg on this map. This map is the Hansa, which is generally the most popular map, because it's
You
the
have
biggest.
converted to the Catholic faith.
Yay! Okay. And while that does that thing, let's watch this trial so we can vote guilty or not guilty. We're just an assessor, so we're just on jury duty. Still fun, though. We do make fun of Tumblr a lot, yes. In fact, I think it was yesterday the video came out, the Tumblr edition Best of Payday 2 video. That was fun. Not all of Tumblr is bad, it's fine as a website, it's just a lot of douchey people are there.
The court is now in session. Quiet.
No, I believe it's
court.
yeoman.
So, the accused
I'm on the
actually
front
failed
page?
to turn
Like,
up for the trial.
the top of the
In
front
absentia,
page? Is that where I am? Or am I just somewhere on the front page? 'Cause I'm usually somewhere on the front page.
Now, any honest citizen may send you to your death without fear of consequence. Oh, yes. And I shall set the term of this sentence to
Well.
be a number of years if you don't burn in
Whoa,
hell
5!
first.
New building has been finished. A new
Wow.
outlaw.
Okay, so they didn't show up, which means they're branded an outlaw, so it's kill on sight for a little while. Usually it only lasts a year, but I guess it was a serious crime because for 5 years, that person is outlawed. That's fucking rough.
What is it?
Especially on this game speed. Wow. Alright, so she's entering her new church.
So be it.
Divide and conquer.
I'm actually going to automate this one, and kind of pop in from time to time. Normally I don't automate very much, but I'm just popping in from time to time on this one, so that I can interject and show you how things run on this, and like good practices. But kind of the immediate thing, and I go over this in a tutorial video that'll be going up, but kind of the immediate thing you want to do is the usual stuff, you know, production speed, more employee slots, stuff
For
like
the
that.
family. Victory is ours.
And in general, you want the person holding mass to actually be your person, because you get a lot of money out of it. You want to look at the front door to see if people are gathered up to attend church. That's a wonderful gif. Taking a second there in the chat. It went really slow there. That was weird. That's better. And I'm going to show you a little trick you can do if you're a real asshole. So, this person right now is holding a sermon. During it, you can libel someone or praise someone. This makes people like them more or dislike them more. This is a powerful thing you can use for court, where I could hit praise. I could open up politics and praise or libel someone. There's a problem with this, though, that they've never patched. So I have it on my cursor right now. Praise, right? I'm gonna right-click to get rid of it. His progress bar went away. And then he goes back to, oh, hey, it didn't work with him. Okay, maybe it only works with your hero, but you can click it, unclick it, and he'll continue a sermon from the beginning. You can, potentially, if you stay on top of it, do a never-ending sermon. I guess you can't do that with one of them. Maybe you have to do it with only your heroes. I don't know. But yeah, never-ending sermon, kind of OP. So there's a little glitch for you guys at home. If Nordic Games actually showed up, which I don't think they did, if Nordic Games is actually here, then maybe they can patch that one now that they know. Yeah, it's a pretty bad glitch. But, yeah, it's really easy to exploit if you want to exploit that. So, speaking of my ability to have more businesses, if I go between Hamburg and London, here is London, so we just want to go around here. We can fit another Vagabond camp. They're very specific spots, so you have to put them on this map for them to really fit. The game is really iffy on where it does and does not let you place large structures like a Vagabond camp. Tea is delicious. For anyone wondering what I'm drinking, I am having some delicious... wow, it's got a Canadian flag on it too, I forgot. Clock Tower Blend, which there's water damage on the package, so it looks like Cuck Tower Blend. Wish I was joking. Not even just a shitty modern joke. It actually looks like it says that. Excellent tea note. And then there's something else here that's just completely... the ink just completely bled off when water went on it. It's loose leaf. It's pretty good. I like it. But it's a Clock Tower blend. It's an Earl Grey. The name was just wiped off. It's a Teas of Canada Earl Grey loose leaf with some bits of like orange rind and stuff in it. It's pretty good. I like it. I usually don't drink much fancy tea. I usually just drink kind of Canadian standard stuff. You know, shit you can buy in bulk for cheap. Because I am not exactly wealthy, but that was a gift. So I'm gonna enjoy it. So, same thing as usual, just you can automate employees just in case anyone dies, so you don't need to be on top of that. And just do that, and just upgrade their begging and their ability to have many people, and just kind of let them run around and do their thing. And sometimes in this spot they'll go to Hamburg, and sometimes they'll go to London. Doesn't really matter where they go, honestly, as long as they're in a city. Alright, and I already have the upgrades I want there. Actually, I want fire protection and burglary protection because they're in a foreign city, and enemies are more likely to see that as encroachment and try and stamp them out. Let's get a few more points in. Arcane Knowledge, we're up to 6 now, so we're going to start getting a lot of grog. And I'd also very much like to upgrade this building to a hedge tavern, which is the highest rank. I also might want to start getting taverns in every city. They're not huge money makers, just having a, you know, a tavern with one person just serving in it all the time. They're not huge money makers that way. It's mostly for the experience I would do it. Blanking on what I was going to say. I was going to say something about the church, but I've already forgotten. For some reason, she's just not doing anything, so I'm going to tell her to run back to the church and get working on that. So, my next goal is to upgrade the Hedge Tavern. The next goal after that is probably to start upgrading... Illness? Yes.
Shall I help?
It is... Oh yeah, I forgot. Fart sound effects in here. Suffered a broken bone. So she's moving slow. It's not a huge deal, honestly. Walk it off.
For fame and honor.
After that, we want to start upgrading Vagabond camps, so I can show how much money starts rolling in. So you'll probably have noticed that money sound effect is going to get really annoying. It just sounds like I'm constantly getting flooded with money. That's the vagabonds begging on the streets, mixed with the prostitutes getting money, mixed with the pickpockets getting money. If you run this rogue build, one of the biggest problems you'll run into is the money sounds never fucking stop. Because you're just nickel and diming the game out of every tiny amount of money. See ya, Retro. It's completely ridiculous. Okay. Oh, the text is supposed to be in the white box on the stream. It's not there for me. Yeah, I got rid of that. Now whenever someone follows and donates or subscribes, a thing will appear there that looks different because the thing is like, the new thing is more updated. How long are the streams usually? Just as long as I can go, like, because the schedule is so sporadic because, like, you know, I live in literally one room, and I can only work whenever my mom is out, and she doesn't go out often because she's also disabled. It's literally just whenever I get the text message that says I'll be home in 10 minutes is when the stream ends. So I work as much as I can, but unfortunately it's not nearly as often as I used to, not nearly as often as I'd like to. YouTube and, like, online shows like this in general are easily an 80-hour-a-week job. And I'm struggling to be able to record and stream for 10 hours a week. I usually can't do more than 5 hours a week unless I get lucky, which means the other 75 hours, I'm editing old footage like crazy to try and get best of videos out of them, just so I can have anything to put up on the channel. I used to enjoy putting up 2 to 3 videos a day for a long while. Now I do one and struggle to do that. So I just do what I can. It's why I'm streaming every time I get a chance, because I can get more videos out of less time by doing that than recording, which it's hurt my channel, but it at least makes me a few $100s every month outside of donations so I can eat. So something I'm going to have to start getting here is actually start getting these storage amount upgrades, so that we can hold all the grog we're getting. Who's getting attacked so much? We're actually out of smugglers in this smuggler's hole. I'll hire new ones. They're good overtime money makers. This is London's, I believe.
But of course.
Okay, there, and
All right.
there.
I want to plunder.
That is a wonderful GIF, What a Geek. I wonder where you found that
Of
one.
course.
I bet you someone really handsome showed you that one. I don't know why this guy is doing nothing. Get back
Will
to
do.
pickpocketing. Yeah, I don't know who got attacked there. That's weird. Got to keep him on top
Charles
of dancing. I wish I could assign him to just auto-dance all the time. That'd be great. Underground black market gift dealer? Yeah, that's where you found it. You should do a Flash Trash live stream? I don't think it'd work out well. There are too many things in Flash Trash that just wouldn't work on a technical standpoint with that. It would be really hard to pull off. I think the quality of the episode would go down a lot. Okay, so the next upgrade is... Actually, I don't need that much more money, sweet. Because I would like to not be selling grog, but instead be selling rum. That's worth more. There we go, it's upgrading to a hedge tavern, more fart sound effects. Good job, game. Alright, I forgot, I named my bar the Man Bar. Of course I did. What did I... Oh, election, yeah. I'm probably the Rogues Guild leader. I am not. That is weird. There must be a bigger rogue in Bergen?
Where's the rum?
Nothing but work.
Don't know which one got robbed. Weird. Probably one of my... I guess it was one of my Vagabond ones, which I don't know what the hell they're buying. In fact, I should set it to this city instead of whole map to avoid that happening. Until I replace it with ox carts and just give it 3 bodyguards
to?
on each one.